Have you ever noticed that as you get older, people seem to treat you differently? Friends don't call as often, family members become less patient, and even strangers don't offer that same warmth and respect they once did. It's like you've become invisible, or worse, like you're becoming a burden. And it can sting, can it? You've lived a life full of stories, wisdom, and experiences. Yet somehow, it feels like the world is moving on without you. But what if I told you that some of this distance, this coldness, might not just be about them, but also about you? Wait, don't worry. I'm not here to make you feel bad. The truth is, we all develop certain habits as we age. And sometimes, those habits, without us even realizing it, can start to push people away. What you're about to learn may surprise you. There are 6 small but powerful behaviors that might be causing the very people you care about to slowly drift away. But don't panic, because once you recognize them, you can make small changes that will help you repair and strengthen your relationships in no time. Imagine being the person who others can't wait to spend time with, no matter how old you get. In this video, we're going to break down these 6 common mistakes and show you how simple shifts in attitude and behavior can transform your connections, keeping you close to those you love. Trust me, you'll want to stay until the end, because the last tip could be the key to making sure people will always want you around. Ready to find out? Let's get started. 1. Expecting too much without giving back. Here's a big one. As we get older, it's easy to assume others should always meet our needs, but relationships work both ways. Do you expect your kids to visit more or always pick up the phone? It's natural, but here's the catch. If you're always taking and never giving, people begin to feel like they're being used. And that's when the distance starts to grow. If you're only reaching out for help without offering support in return, relationships can get strained. So, what's the fix? Start showing appreciation. Even small gestures, like a thank you note or just being there for someone, can strengthen bonds and make people feel valued. 2. Unwanted advice or criticism. Is it helpful or harmful? Let's be honest. Giving unsolicited advice can make you feel like you're helping. But what if it's not being received that way? Everyone loves to offer their wisdom, especially with kids or grandkids. But if they don't ask for it, your advice might come off as criticism. Picture this. You see your children or friends making mistakes and feel compelled to step in. But instead of being grateful, they might feel judged. And that's when the distance begins. So, what can you do? Simple. Wait until you're asked before offering advice. And if they want to hear your tips on living better, then you share. By respecting their choices, you'll become a source of guidance, not frustration. 3. Not respecting boundaries. Space is important. Here's the last one. Personal space. It might seem harmless, but if you constantly push for attention or invade someone's private world, it can push people away faster than you think. Calling too often, showing up unannounced, or prying into their private lives. It can feel like an emotional burden to those around you. What's the solution? Respect their boundaries. Ask first before showing up. If they don't answer the phone right away, don't take it personally. People need space too. When you give that respect, relationships grow stronger because people feel valued, not overwhelmed. 4. The hidden danger of negativity. Wait, are you the one who always brings up what's wrong? It happens to all of us, But if negativity starts taking over your conversations, it can really push people away. Think about it. No one likes being around someone who constantly complains about health issues, money struggles, or society falling apart. Sure, you've faced challenges, but did you know constantly focusing on the negative makes others feel drained? Imagine how tiring it must be to hear the same complaints every time you chat. People will naturally avoid conversations if they know it's going to be all bad news. But here's a game changer. Balance those frustrations with a little gratitude or even a funny story. Watch how your conversations transform from draining to uplifting. You don't have to ignore reality, but you can choose to bring positivity into the room. 5. The refusal to adapt to change. Here's something we all know deep down. The world is always changing. But when you refuse to adapt, it can create a real barrier between you and the people around you. If every conversation turns into a lecture on how the good old days were better, or how modern technology is just a hassle, people will start shutting down. Have you noticed how young people talk on social media? Or maybe your grandkids text instead of calling? Sure, learning new technology can be annoying, but if you stay open to these changes, you stay connected. The best way to avoid pushing people away? Show curiosity. Even if you don't love every trend, being open to learning will keep you engaged, relevant, and part of the conversation. 6. Stuck in the past? It's time to live in the present. Memories are precious, but getting stuck in the past can make your conversations feel like reruns, especially if you always bring up the good old days. When you keep talking about your past accomplishments or how things used to be, younger generations might start feeling disconnected. It's like putting up a wall that separates your experiences from theirs. So how do you fix this? Share your memories, but also be present. Ask others about their lives and show genuine interest in today. Balance is key. Reminisce, but also embrace the now. When you show interest in others' present lives, the connection becomes stronger and more engaging. So, what's the takeaway here? Aging doesn't mean losing the people you love, but it's important to recognize the small habits that can unknowingly push people away. Constant negativity, unwanted advice, resisting change, taking more than giving, living in the past, and not respecting boundaries. These can all contribute to distance in relationships. But here's the good news. The moment you recognize these patterns, you can make small changes to get back on track. Start today. Show appreciation. Stay open to learning, and balance the past with the present. It's never too late to strengthen your relationships and continue being the person everyone enjoys being around. Which one of these 6 habits stood out to you the most? Leave a comment below, and let's talk about how we can improve our connections with others. And don't forget, if you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button and join our community of people who care about thriving in their golden years. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.